All right, Coach, we are pleased as always to be bringing you coverage of the National Football League on EA Sports. They do it big here in Houston, and a second ago it was a Texas-sized welcome for their hometown guys. They're fired up and ready to go as they get set to match up with the Indianapolis Colts. Time to set the old turducken aside and get ready for football as here we go on a Thanksgiving night. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line.
Set, 18, set 53. Go out. Come on, D. You. Hey, alert. Mike, 53. Hot something. Mike. Get him. Down and go.
They'll run for the first time with Johnson. He'll wind up getting a yard on the game's first play at second down.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
The run only got a yard. Here's second and 9.
58 for Mike, 58 for Mike. Hey, we got to get this stop here, D. Get him down.
Now it's 1 and 2. He's got Fuller. Now after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. While the training staff takes a peek, we'll take a break. An early test for this defense. Here we go on 3rd and inches. They'll try and run for it. Here's Johnson. Yeah, boy, from up here, I don't think Johnson got there. No, he did not. Tough sledding. They lose a yard there on 3rd. So much for picking it up on the ground on 3rd down. 3rd play of the drive, and this defense showing strong early.
I wonder how much of that was scouting. I wonder how much of that was a gut feeling like, okay, let's just go ahead and sell out here and get after them, thinking they're going to run the football and stuff them early, because they've now set the tone. They've set a precedent right here. If you're going to try and run the ball against us, it could be hard going throughout this game.
Nice job bringing that one back. 14 on the return. And the Colts will go on offense here, 1st and 10. First down, Brissett. Buying time to his left. Into the hands of his running back, Marlon Mack. Give him 22 yards, and that's also where they snapped it from, the 22.
On any given pass play, you never know exactly where your exit points are going to be. On this play, it was flushed to his left, still on the run, able to accurately throw the football for a nice first down.
Took just one play to move all the way to the 44 as they try again on first down. Now Brissett. He's going to air one out. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's second down.
Well, that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Throwing, Brissett. And he hits his tight end, Ebron. And he's going to be taken down with another first down as the stop's made at the Texans' 39.
It's a gain of 17 yards.
One of the advantages of zone defense, as I remember it, is being able to see the play develop in front of you. One of the disadvantages, when they find those levels where they can hit you with it, sometimes behind the corner and in front of the safety, it makes it tough to defend.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
Watch the screen. Under team.
This is Marlon Mack, 3rd-year running back. And he'll take this one down to the 36. Benardrick McKinney, a first-time Pro Bowler a season ago, in on the tackle there.
Brings up 2nd and 7 at the Texans' 36-yard line.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Play fake. Brissett. And nearly an interception here on their opening drive. But instead, 3rd down. He was all over that route defensively. Now, they had 2 picks last week as a unit. Couldn't quite grab that one.
Patience, Grasshopper. Patience is early in this game, but you like the fact that they're around the football early. They're going to be upset they didn't haul that one in, but at least they're there at the moment of truth to make a play on it.
By the way, where did the grasshopper thing come from? I know it's been around for a long time.
Yeah, you know, I'll have to tell you that some other time.
All right, back to football. On 3rd down, Brissett. And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's 4th down. That's already the 3rd time they've looked his way on this opening drive. He's caught 1 of the 3.
That doesn't mean they won't continue to go in that direction. It feels like they think they got something good going there, and I think those numbers are going to increase.
Well, he had that one on target. That's half the battle. The other half of the battle, however, is distance.
And he nearly had that, too. But it was a crossbar that said otherwise, and that'll deny him a shot at 3.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And, Charles, if the season ended today, and it's not going to, we still have December left.
More football.
We're only in November. But they would be a wild card team. And that's great. They'd be in the playoffs, but you know they're trying to bump up to be one of those division leaders.
That guarantees you at least one home game in the playoffs, and that's what you're really seeking. But there also isn't much margin for error for this team, right? Because right where they're sitting, a 2-game losing streak could have them out of the playoffs, so they've got to make sure they continue to keep the momentum going.
Absolutely. There's some sharks smelling blood in the water behind them. Now from Colts territory, here's a 1st and 10 at the 30-yard line. From the gun, a run for Johnson. Just a yard on the 1st down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker. And what that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
Mike's 50, Mike's 50, Mike's 50. Yeah. Hey, Mike's 50, Mike's 50. You ain't got nothing. You ain't. Mike's 50, mine and look.
On 2nd and 9, Watson. And Stills bringing it in. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. And they'll get him to the ground. He has another 1st down at the Colts 19. Charles, Thursday night game, I think a lot of teams probably say shrink the playbook somewhat. Is that correct?
I think you're right about that because you just don't have the amount of time that you have in a normal week to put in a full playbook. So, as you said, you shrink the playbook. Pick out the plays that work best for you. You know what else you...
And he'll take this one in for a Texans touchdown. Lamar Miller, his second touchdown on the season, as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Kaimi Fairbairn on for the extra point. And the Texans take a 7-0 lead. So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And the decision to bring it out is going to cost him about 7 yards all told, as he's taken down back shy of the 20. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And to be frank, they're just in a tough spot. It's only November, already eliminated from playoff contention. I know their fan base doesn't want to hear that, but that's the case. What are they fighting for? It's caught inside the 25. A big play there for Indy. 61 yards.
In our pregame meeting, all they talked about was keeping him hemmed in and wanting him to make his throws from the pocket because they knew he was pretty dangerous if he got outside, and he just showed it right there. Pretty good arm, too.
So barely time to catch our breath. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the red zone. Brissett sets to throw it. Campbell making the catch. And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion.
What I love about watching the passing game nowadays is that the one-dimensional receiver is really starting to leave the game. You've got to be able to do it all. Of course, you got to run fast. Of course, you got to catch the ball. But route running savvy and toughness, there's a premium for all of that now.
They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down. They go play action with Brissett. And he's got his tight end. That's Ebron, and it's a Colt touchdown. Eric Ebron, his first touchdown on the year, as they are now on the board here in the first half. Vinatieri able to tack on the PAT, and we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And the decision to come out is going to cost him 5 as he's taken down right at the 20.
Let's go.
Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points,
trying to get it to Thomas, and it's intercepted. Quincy Wilson with the INT. He was trying to hit Thomas that time. That interception sets them up beautifully already in the red zone.
And you can hear it all the way up here. Oski, everyone turned to block, find a spot, and now they're set up inside the red zone for their offense.
Check 41. Take me out. Here we go.
On 1st and 10, Brissett. It's caught by Funchess. And he'll take it down here just shy of the 15 at the 16-yard line. Just a yard on the catch there. It'll be 2nd and 9.
The goal of a wide receiver screen is get enough blockers in front to create a wall and let him pick his spot to run the football. How about the defense there, swarming to it and not allowing that to happen? Did not let him get downfield.
They only got a yard out of that last completion, and that makes this 2nd and 9. Catch made here by Campbell. 12 yards there and a first down.
I know many people like to throw to the tight end, maybe in a little flexed out position because he creates mismatches with his size. But slot receivers do the same thing with their quickness, their speed, and their route running savvy.
They'll run here with Mack. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Marlon Mack, his third touchdown now on the year. And the Colts have taken the lead. Vinatieri connecting on the extra point. And that makes the score 14-7. And it's Vinatieri now to kick it away after the touchdown. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And he will take it back only to about the 13-yard line here.
Well, conventional football 101, tells us if you don't get it back to the 20-yard line on a kickoff return, that's a disappointment. But some of these special teams coaches, with approval by the head coach, they give them full authority to go ahead and bring it out and try to be aggressive, almost what we call the green light, red light theory. Green light means go, red light means stop. Looks like he had green on that play.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. Now the pressure comes and he goes down. Just inside the 10, back at the 9.
No doubt that's a very good play defensively right there, because you've always got to be aware that he can take off and make a big play with his legs. How about the way they were able to contain him? That also tells me the coverage was excellent downfield.
So after the sack, here's 2nd and 14.
Man left, man left. 58, right over there, Yeah. Mike, 58, right there. Let's go.
Here's Watson. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, 3rd down. And Charles, got to like what this defense has been able to do these last couple of plays.
Yeah, they get the sack on 1st down, then they force the incomplete pass. Now they're just a play away from getting the football right back, but it's a big play. They've got to hold up.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down.
Let's go. 24 down, he's coming. 53, Mike, 53. We own them. Check. 53 out.
From the gun, here's Watson. And that will be incomplete. You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning. Hey, why not a penalty? Why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you've got to let them play, and the officials are instructed. If there's contact coming from both sides, no flag. Let them fight it out.
And forces 4th down. A big kick that time, 52 yards. And out will come the offense as they take over.
At their own 40-yard line.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. Now, their last 2 drives both ending in touchdowns. It's got them this 14-7 lead.
And it looks to me, and I think you're probably seeing the exact same thing, they're in an ideal spot now to create some separation. The way that they're functioning on offense now, they can create a pretty good gap. Allows their defense to play with a little more verve and confidence.
A big article in the paper this morning about them stringing possessions together for consecutive touchdowns. Well, right here, they're trying to make it 3 in a row. Able to get 7 on that 1st down pass play. 2nd and 3. Play action now. Brissett. He's got his man. This is Jackson. A gain there of 21 yards.
A gain of 21 yards. 1st down, Colts.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. They'll run on first down with Marlon Mack. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. That's good for an Indianapolis first down on a gain of 10.
At this stage of the game, the run-pass numbers are a little bit out of whack because most of the yardage has come through the air. But in a sense, that just sets things up for big runs like that because the defense might be a little bit off balance. They pick up another first down with that run.
Brissett on first down. And that is caught. But he will come down out of bounds, says the side judge. Incomplete. Eric Ebron, the big tight end, is intended target. But it's going to be second down. Well, once again, they'll go from the 23-yard line on 2nd and 10. On second down, here's a run with Mack. And he'll be brought down inside the 20 at the 19. Give him 4 on the ground there. They're now left with 3rd and 6.
That second down play call was not to pick up the first down. It was to accomplish what they did to get them into a manageable 3rd down because they had incompletion on first down, so they were behind the sticks, so to speak. They needed to make up some ground, and they did.
Here's Brissett. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. Bradley Roby there defensively. They're going for a receiver there. Already has 1 touchdown in this first half. A second one not to be.
I like where their headspace is, though. I mean, I really like the thought process, right? You got a guy who's already scored 1, right? You want to go back to him, continue the hot hand, and make them adjust to you defensively. I like what they were trying to get done, even though they weren't successful.
This is taken about 7 yards deep. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means they're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. The loss of 3 on that first down pass play, now 2nd and 13. Now Watson. Hits his target, the tight end, Will Tye. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. 22 yards there, a first down.
Well, it certainly feels like there are more stars at the tight end position than there were even 10 years ago. And I think it's become more of a glamour position because of the ways it can hurt a defense, and guys want to be involved. They can be in line, close to the line of scrimmage. They can split out like receivers. But hands, route running, speed, and some toughness to go across the middle, you put it all together, you got a heck of a tight end candidate.
First and 10 at the 28-yard line.
Hey, here we go. Right over there.
A first down carry now for Miller.
It's just me and you.
Now the Texans will burn the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play.
It's 2nd and 8 at the 25-yard line.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8.
What's tight? Tight end's right. What's tight? Tight end's right. Hey, you got 3 down, 3 down.
Here's Watson. And this is going to wind up incomplete. The coverage there too strong on the deep ball, and now they face a 3rd down. He was waving his arms, wanted the football, but he dropped it. And that reminds me of a story you told me from your days at Tennessee. We don't need to mention the other guy's name, but when he dropped an open pass that you blew coverage on, what'd you say to him?
Yeah, it's really not right since I blew coverage, but since he dropped the pass, I said, well, maybe next time he'll just walk it out here and hand it to you. Would that be easier? He wasn't real thrilled with that answer.
That's cold-blooded. Cold-blooded. And got his man. It's caught. Touchdown, Houston. Kenny Stills, as the first half is winding down, as they are now just an extra point away from making this a three-point game. Extra point by Fairbairn, up and good. And the lead's down to a field goal at 17-14. So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. This is fielded at the goal line.
Come on, fellas.
The Colts take over first and 10 at their own 18-yard line.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. Time here for likely a couple plays if they want it, but with the field position what it is, maybe better suited to just sit on this one?
I'm with you totally. I would sit on it and get into the locker room and start over. But if they do decide to try and make a play, we know what the basics are. You run draw, you run screen. I would maybe run a little swing pass and try and get my lineman out in space and see if they can chop a hole into the secondary and see if he can run a little bit.
Second half ready to get underway. The Colts with a lead, and they will receive the football. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
The Colts take over first and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking for some separation here as we begin the third quarter.
I like the way you turn that because now I think they go a little bit deeper into their playbook.
He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked up by Justin Reed. And they'll take over inside the 45 at the 44-yard line.
The Texans take over first and 10 at the 44-yard line.
Hey, 31! Hey, 31!
They'll try and get the run game going. This is Miller. And he takes it down to the 40 with a pickup of 4.
Tough first half for him, unable to put up the numbers he's used to producing. But with a guy like him, you and I both know it just takes a couple of explosive touches for him to make an impact on this game and on the stat sheet as well.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6.
They're not ready for this, man. They're not ready for this. They still playing soccer. Y'all playing the wrong football. Hey, 24. Mike, 53. 53. Mike. Let's go.
Watson. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's third down. We have not seen a whole lot of wide-open receivers. Everything seemingly has been contested.
And that's another nice job there to force an incompletion. They've been very cohesive, knowing each other's moves all game long, and they've been on the spot just about every time.
And they've held them in check on the scoreboard.
I'm here all day. Check. 53's Mike. Check. 53's Mike.
Throwing on third down, Watson. And he finds Stills, complete. Touchdown, Houston. Kenny Stills, his second touchdown of the night. And the Texans have retaken the lead. You know, the man on our cover, John Madden, so synonymous with these Thanksgiving Day games. He was on TV for these from, I think, 81 to 01, giving out the Turkey Leg Award and turducken he always talked about. Especially when you got a guy going off like this. I think he would be a good recipient of the Turkey Leg Award.
Well, he's definitely already worked on that leg. Is it possible he could end up getting the whole turkey?
Yeah, give him a thigh,
or the whole turducken. And it's really great that you mentioned Coach Madden, because everyone knows him from this. Everyone knows him from the broadcast booth. Remember, he won a Super Bowl as a head coach in Oakland.
Yep, he did indeed. But right now, we are watching maybe one of those turkey leg performances with his second touchdown there. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And last time wasn't pretty. One play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now on this drive after what happened on the last one. Throw it on the first play. Give the quarterback some confidence.
See what happens. Bernardrick McKinney there to make the stop.
I have to think a major focus at a halftime, Mings, had to be figuring out how to create space for the running game to get operating.
Well, what you pointed out to me at half seems accurate. That line has struggled to sustain blocks.
Yeah, I would agree with that totally. They've got to focus on staying on their double teams at the first level, make sure that block's secured before they slide off and try and chip someone at the second level.
They'll go again here with Mack. Up to make the tackle, Phillip Gaines. On play action, Brissett. And he's got Rodgers. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. That one goes for 24 yards.
And the Colts first down.
Brissett now 10 of 16 throwing the football. It's 1st and 10. Out of the gun, Brissett. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
They went with a dime look on defense. 2 extra defensive backs on the field and covered up essentially every blade of grass. That allowed them to disrupt the play.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. They'll run it out of the gun with Mack. And some room to maneuver. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Marlon Mack with his 2nd touchdown of the night. And the Colts are once again going to retake the lead. Vinatieri able to tack on the PAT. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful.
The Texans take over 1st and 10. At their own 25-yard line.
Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked.
That's caught inside the 20. And he'll take this one in for a Texans touchdown. Kenny Stills, his 3rd touchdown of the game and 5th on the year, as his guys are able to regain the lead. Fairbairn good with the extra point, and that will make this a 4-point game. So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
The Colts take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And it's a unit last drive that did it all on the ground, Charles.
And they controlled it from the interior.
Under pressure, and the Texans able to get in there for the sack. Man, he got in there so quickly, Charles. What could the offense have done to adjust and account for that?
But what you're hoping is that you figure out and you see and get a clue that maybe there's going to be some pressure coming at you, and you change the blocking schemes. Maybe you go to max protection. The biggest ones, maybe you bring your running back in to try and keep you clean. But in that case, that didn't happen. Zero accountability, and a sack resulted.
In trouble here, and down he goes. Back at the 8-yard line. J.J. Watt, he's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year. After the sack, they'll come up now 3rd and long.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised to see them run the ball here just to try and get some space.
Brissett looking for Campbell down. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. And they work this well upfield across the 45. A gain of right around 35 yards on a play that started back inside their 10. The big play has them all the way out near midfield for a 1st and 10. On the bootleg, it's Brissett sliding out of the pocket. And this will be incomplete. Got out of the pocket. Didn't look like he had anybody open, Charles, so just gets rid of it.
And a good play by him. If no one's open and you don't have a running lane that you want to take, make the right choice. Get rid of it. Live to fight another down.
So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. Off the play fake. Here's Brissett. Gets this to Campbell out on the right side. A gain of 13. It's a 1st down.
A gain of 13 yards. 1st down, Indianapolis.
Brissett now 6 for 6 since coming back out of the locker room. It's 1st and 10. Into the air once more. It's Brissett. He'll let this go for the end zone. And that is caught. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Paris Campbell, his 3rd touchdown now on the year, as his guys have now moved out in front. Vinatieri connecting on the extra point, and the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. And here's Vinatieri now to kick it away after the touchdown. That's fielded in the end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have stayed where he was, as he'll only get back to the 16-yard line. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And last time the formula was pretty simple. 1-play drive, long pass. That maybe they just want to do that again, right?
And that's exactly how you want to draw things up. Whether it's on your grease board, right, in your playbook, 1-play drive is exactly what you want on offense. What they have to be careful of is not having a letdown. It was really easy last time. They can't expect that going forward.
And we'll see if it's that easy here. Here's a throw that's taken in out of the backfield. And they'll bring him down here up at about the 22-yard line. He was out there waving his arms, and when you got a quarterback out of the pocket looking for any help, I guess waving the arms is helpful.
It certainly is, because you got to get his attention, because now you're in scramble drill. So everyone's adjusting their routes, finding open space, and he found the right spot for the completion.
To throw again on 2nd down. Watson. It's complete. Stills. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a 1st down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before you get a good head of steam going.
Watson now 5 straight completions here in this second half. 1st and 10.
Hey, 58 is the mic. 58 to Mike, 58. 58 to Mike. Hey, keep it up.
A shotgun snap for Watson. That Stills bringing it in. That throw good for 4. It's second down.
One thing I can say pretty safely, that route is not called if you don't have a guy who can throw the ball and put some mustard on it. Because if you're going to lollipop it in the middle of the field, bad things usually happen. It takes a strong-arm guy who can rifle it in there, and they were able to successfully complete that one.
Now this one to his running back out of the backfield. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down. Watson in the offense going to come up 1st and 10. And he's 4 for 4 now, throwing the ball to start the drive. We are headed to the 4th here on Thanksgiving night. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports.
58 to Mike, 58. 58 to Mike. And we got to get to the ball, team. We got to go.
On first down, Watson. Trying to force it to Hopkins, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Kenny Moore. And they'll start out with great field position at the 47-yard line in enemy territory.
At the 47-yard line.
Both teams working on short rest, but this has been one of the better Thursday night games we've seen as they come up here on 1st and 10. They'll run with Mack. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard. Got to figure now, after getting that turnover, they're just going to be happy to keep the ball on the ground, right?
This is where covering the football, taking care of the ball, all the ball security terms that have ever been used, they come into play for the guys on offense right now. Just take care of it, and they've got a good chance of ending up winning this game.
They keep it on the ground. Mack again. DJ Reader there on the tackle. The offense on 3rd down tonight, they've hit 2 for 4 thus far. They're looking at 3rd and a few inches. Here's Brissett. Dancing to his left. Now he'll turn and throw deep, and this is caught inside the 5. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. Big plays back and forth just continue. Both offenses excelling.
And I hear the excitement in your voice while you're calling this game. This hurts my soul as a defensive player, watching these teams go up and down the field and put points on the board.
Do me a favor the rest of the way. Sit. And he takes it in for a Colts score. Spencer Ware, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Colts, they add on to their advantage. Nice job of polishing off that drive, but all the credit there goes to that play prior.
Yeah, it certainly does, because after that big play, I think resistance almost felt futile at that point, didn't it? And the very next play, they come right back, quick, fast, and in a hurry, and put it in the end zone.
That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line. Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. And the points, they have come fast and furious in this quarter.
You really don't want to be on the defensive side of the ball right now, do you? Because you're either thinking, my replacement may get an opportunity.
Your head better be on a swivel.
Totally. Or maybe I just need to get out of the game for a while because I just can't slow these guys down. They've got to figure out a way to disrupt these offenses. And typically, one guy makes a big play, and that can help change things.
They'll be looking for disruption on both sides right now. On 2nd and 9, Watson. And the catch made by Johnson. And they're able to get this one across the 35. 12 yards there and a 1st down. But correct me if I'm wrong, you're down 2 scores. I don't think you need to rush just yet, but you can't take your time either.
Yeah, even if you don't want to commit to full 2-minute offense, you have to up the tempo, up the urgency. Maybe you're starting to call 2 plays in a huddle each time you snap the ball.
58 to Mike, 58. 58 to Mike. 58, boy, 58. 58 to Mike.
Watson on 1st down. And it's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And that'll be good for 8 yards to the 45. Those short little routes probably going to be open. The defense, they'll let those happen, especially when they can make an inbounds tackle.
Yeah, where's Coach Madden when you need him? He always talked about taking what the defense gives you, but sometimes you have to know when you have to take more. That was one of those situations.
And now a throw here secured by his running back out of the backfield. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. 12 yards there and a first down. You cannot write these guys off just yet, not with a quarterback like that under center.
You mean it actually crossed your mind with him running the team that you could actually maybe write this game off?
Not yet.
Not a chance. Not with him. We've seen it too many times.
Now the pass hauled in by Kenny Stills. He's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down. Well, this is how you shake the thoughts of that interception on the last drive. You come out and start this one 4 for 4.
And watching him throw it around with that type of confidence reminds me of a guy I played with way back when who told me, I don't care if I throw 10 interceptions in a row. I'm going to stay confident, keep flinging it.
Yeah, that is intercepted by the Pro Bowl corner, Darius Slay. He's got the lane, and there he goes. And he will bring it back. An interception return for a Colts TD. And that one will pretty much erase any hopes of a fourth quarter comeback.
With emphasis, interception, return for touchdown. Door closed, locked, reinforced.
Vinatieri able to tack on the PAT. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Fielded about a yard deep. And the decision to bring it out, a good one, as he's up a yard or two shy of the 30. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride.
Some people like to do that.
Under pressure now, Watson, and down he goes.
We've been around this league for a while, and many coaches never pull their starting quarterback, almost no matter the situation. In this case, though, I think he's got to make a decision. He's taking a pretty good beating out there.
Yeah, and with the deficit, maybe not wanting to risk an injury. Another try after the first down sack. Watson flush to his right. And some room to work. A breakdown defensively there as the scramble is going to set him up with a much more manageable third down. I thought they were going to sack him there like they did on first down. Great coverage, but he found a way to move with his legs.
Yeah, his ability to take off, not only did he get some yardage back, he got a little bit extra. Really helps him on third down, makes it manageable now.
It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. They get only 4 that time as that leads us to a fourth down. You got the big lead defensively. Willing to give him that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
They will indeed snap it to Watson. And he's got Will Tye complete. And he's taken down at the 43, but not before picking up the first. No reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on fourth. One last throw here for Watson. And he'll be brought down by the Colts. A big offensive explosion helped leading them to victory, and the defense